So you can see the screen.
Double click to enter the first. Yes, sir. I can see now.
Okay. Fine. So now there is, this is number one lesson, which is called business environment. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll be discussing in this course, in this part of lesson, foundation, strategic
Mm,
alignment, the project
mm,
benefits, and what are the values that it will give, organization culture and change management, project governance, and project compliance. Okay.
okay.
So these are the areas which we are going to cover in this lesson number one, which is called business environment.
Okay.
What are the learning objectives? So learning objective from this lesson will be, you will know what is the definition of the project and
Mm,
how it relates to the larger discussion of project management. We will discuss the different types of organization structures and how they relate to your project management. What are the
mm,
principles of project management and principles of agile? Because nowadays, agile is also part of these PMP courses, and how they relate to your
mm,
project management background. Also, strategic alignment and its element like the impact of business factors on strategic alignment, how projects align with business strategies, and
mm.
what are the different types of business values. We will discuss about the change management theory and its relation to organizational change. We will discuss also about the project governance and project compliance and its importance.
Okay.
So for the foundation part, the journey begins here. It's like, it is mostly said that the journey begins on one step at a time. So it's also important to remember it starts in your mind, and although it may seem like your progress is so slow, so if you stay consistent, you will see yourself growth. So actually, consistency is required in this journey of PMP. Okay,
Mm,
if you are not
okay.
consistent, you cannot
Mm,
complete this journey, and you will not be certified. You will just finish the courses, and you will be slow and lazy, but you will not reach to that point where you will be PMP certified. So you should be consistent in this journey. That's the main point.
okay.
So what is basically a project? Do you know what is basically a project? Can you define the project?
Some kind of work commitment, right?
No. A project is a temporary endeavor.
Mm,
It is a temporary. You can say a project
mm,
is a temporary endeavor which has
okay.
a specific timeline, a specific start date and an end date. Okay. So every project is
Okay.
unique. Every project is unique in nature. Okay. So that is called a
Mm,
project. A project that is, you know, it's called a temporary endeavor that has a specific start date and finish date, and
mm,
it is
unique project.
temporary in nature. So that is called a project.
Okay.
So you can see here what it is mentioned here.
Create a
A
unique
project is a unique
project.
product, service, or result. It's time related. So it has a specific time, start date, finish date.
Mm,
It can also drive changes, and it enables value creation for business or organization. So now in the
mm,
previous PMBOK guide, it was, a project is a temporary endeavor that has a specific time, a start date and a finish date. But now, in this PMBOK guide, they have added that it should enable values creation for business organization, and it should also drive
mm.
changes. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the first thing, you should know when starting the PMP course, the definition of a
Mm,
project, that it is a unique product, it is time related, it will drive changes, and it enables value creation for business organization. So projects,
okay.
how the project succeeds, based on organizational project maturity, the project manager effectiveness, funding and
Mm,
resource availability, the skills of the team members, the communications,
mm,
and the core understanding the core problems. So this
mm,
is how the project succeeds, based on the maturity, how much the organization project maturity is there in the organization, the project manager, how much he is capable or he or she is capable, what is the effectiveness, and the
mm,
funding or resource availability, how much fund is there, team member skills, communication skills, and the core problems. Should understand the project team member should understand the core problems.
mm,
Now here, the evolution of project management. How does the project management evolved? In 1969, PMI was founded.
mm.
Project Management Institute was founded. So
Institute?
yeah, the
Sorry,
Project
Project
Management
Management
Institute.
Institute?
Yes,
Institute. Ah, okay.
Project Management Institute. So when you will be conducting a PMP exam, so PMI will conduct an exam, and PMI will give you the certification of PMP. Okay,
Oh,
so this is
okay.
a body, and it applies the knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to project activities to meet the project requirements. Okay,
Mm,
so it is based on these principles. The application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to project activities to meet the project requirements. So this is how the PMI was founded in 1969, and in 2022, towards a systematic view. This was the seventh edition in 2022, where it says project do not
mm,
simply produce outputs, but more importantly enable those output to drive outcomes that ultimately deliver value to the organization and its stakeholders. So it's not only about the
mm,
outputs, but it also enables output to drive outcomes, that ultimately deliver value to the organization and its stakeholders. So there should be a value should be there, you know,
mm,
a value should be there for the, you know, in 2022, it shows that a value should be delivered, not only the outputs.
mm.
Now, project management life cycle and development approaches. So description is the plan-based approach, the key roles and value delivery proposition. So if we define this one, the project management life cycle and development approaches into descriptions, key roles, and value delivery. So now we'll be discussing about the plan-based approach, where we have the project where
Mm,
we can plan ahead, like the EPC contracts.
mm.
Okay. Right,
Yeah,
right now, what you are doing
definitely.
in your construction project, most of the project are 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 with specific BOQ and IFC drawings are there.
Yes,
But for those
yes.
projects where there is no BOQ or IFC drawings, it is design and build.
Mm,
So that is, there are a
mm.
lot of changes, it's going to happen in your project, once you started with your project.
Yes, yes.
That's the main difference, and also in agile projects, agile projects are usually for the software projects. They are agile, they
Mm,
are incremental, and they have their approach is different than uh, the EPC projects or the contracts.
mm.
So now, in plan-based approach, in the plan-based approach, activities completed in a distance or linear fashion. So
Sir?
we have a program,
Yeah.
we know what we have to do. We have a specific BOQ, we have IFC drawings, we have all the data, so we can
Mm,
plan ahead. Okay. So new phase begins only when
yes.
the previous phase is completed. So we have a step by step program, where there is French to start relationships, where there is, we have a milestones, everything
Mm,
is, written clearly. So that's a plan-based approach. But the
mm,
other approach is called change-based approach, which is agile, incremental, or iterative development, which is a time box, cadence, iteration, and sprints are there, and it is a
mm,
continuous flow. So that is a change-based approach. So what are the key roles? Who is
mm,
the key? Who deliver, or who is the leading one guy? Who are the key roles in this type of plan-based approach or change-based approach?
mm,
The project sponsor is for the plan-based
mm.
approach. Team led by a project manager.
Yeah.
A project manager is leading the team in plan-based approach. But in
Mm,
change-based approach or agile approach, the product owner controls the proposition, and project team
mm,
delivers work. Process roles include team lead, scrum master, agile coach, or facilitator. So in this change-based approach, we have product owner, we have project team to
mm,
deliver the work, we have a team leader, we have a scrum master, maybe we may have agile coach or facilitator. Value delivery proposition,
Mm.
deliver transition to customer at completion. Value relies in both short and long term. So in plan-based approach, we know what will be our value at the end of the project, what we are going to deliver. Okay. We have,
Okay.
we have deliverables transition to customer at completion. So we complete our deliverables, in our plan-based approach. We know what are our milestones, what we have to deliver. But in change-based approach, it is iterative, it is incremental, the cust the
Mm.
owner keep on it is keep on development, it is keep on changing, there's a changing environment, it's
Mm.
iterative. We are in a in a life cycle, life cycle of project where regular customer feedbacks are required, especially for software projects
Mm.
where you have so many softwares in your stores, like like your Play Store or Apple Store. There is a customer
Mm.
feedback.
Mm.
So those software companies, they get the feedback from the
Mm.
customers, and they there is a different versions, of the software.
Yeah.
So they keep on making changes in the interface of the project, the options of the project.
Mm.
That is
Mm.
an
Mm.
incremental approach, change based approach.
Okay, but sir, one doubt. The design project will comes under change based or plan based because the client keep on changing the designs. No, sometimes they want some 3D, other 3D like that.
Okay, but what type of changes client required? That is
Sometimes if we give a one elevation, they will change the design. They want something else.
yeah.
So some kind of thing comes under which one? Change based or plan based?
It is a plan based, because
Yeah. Mm.
you define the deliverables at the start of the project with the client,
Yes, yes,
right?
yes. Deliverables. Yes, yes,
Yes,
correct.
you specify the deliverables with the client. You work with the client on based on a contract, right?
Yes, sir.
It's not like
Oh, but
you
in the
are.
change-based approach, but in the change-based approach, there won't be any proper contract, right? And deliverables, deliverable time, those kind
Yes,
of things will not
yes.
be there, right?
No. It's not there.
Okay.
Not there. Okay.
All right. Got it. Got it.
So we have a project management office also. Okay. So
Mm-hmm. Okay.
in all corporate environment or corporate big organizations, multinational companies, they have project management office. So where
Okay.
many large scale or established
Mm,
projects oriented organization have a PMOs. They have project management offices.
mm,
So,
okay.
but PMOs are not a requirement of project management practice. So it is not necessary that you should have a project management office, but it is recommended
Mm,
that you should have a project management office at large scale, organizations. So
mm,
PMOs,
mm, mm.
can be supportive, which develop best practices, methodologies, standards, and templates. So what does it says? It shows what are the best practices, what are the standards. They coach, they train, they guide, the project managers. Also, the
Okay.
PMO's role is controlling, also monitor compliance with project management standards. They comply. What are the standards and how it is being implemented? They have policies, procedures, and they implement the templates. And they also control via audits. There are the audits also in the controlling part of the PMO. And directive, manage shared resources. Coordinate communication across projects. So they are also directive. The project management office are also directive. Okay, they give
Mm,
directions.
mm,
And in the other part, that is these PMOs are for the plan based approach. Okay, keep in mind.
mm, mm,
But
mm,
in the iterative, or in iteration part, if you are developing softwares, so, or maybe a Toyota company is delivering units of of vehicles. Okay, they are doing some
mm,
modifications in that particular revisions. So that is also iterative. They have cycles. In that they have an office called Agile Center of Excellence, ACOES, or maybe you can say Value Delivery Office. Okay, so Agile Center of Excellence enable rather than manage and project efforts. So they enable, rather than manage the projects. They enable, and they coach the teams. They build agile mindset. Agile mindset means changing. You make changes. You think out of the box. Skills,
mm,
capabilities throughout the organization. Mentors, sponsors, and product owners are there. So you have product
mm,
owners because you are delivering some product, and you have sponsors also who is sponsoring this particular type of products.
okay,
So this is how the major differences of offices is there for these two type of plan based and for the agile.
mm,
So we go to the OPM part, which is organization project management, where in organization project management we have external environment and internal environment. So in external environment and internal environment is based on the system of value for value delivery, where we have portfolios, different portfolios and programs and projects. Okay. So what is the
mm,
external environment? External environment is the which is the the stakeholders, or the
mm,
stakeholders are part of the external environment. And in the internal environment, we have programs, portfolios, and projects. We have portfolios like we have infra portfolios or building portfolios. Then in those portfolios, we have different programs. And under
mm,
certain programs, we have projects. We will go discuss this in detail. What is the difference between portfolio, program, and project? But I'm just explaining here. In the internal environment, you have these type of internal environment in terms of your if your of your organization, right?
mm.
External
Yes.
environment, you have stakeholders, and then you have
Yeah.
currently running operations there.
Mm,
Okay. Now we discuss about the portfolio. We discuss about the difference between the portfolios, programs, and projects.
mm,
So portfolios is a collection of projects, programs, or subsidiary portfolios and operation managed in a group to achieve strategic objectives, which aligns with business strategies. So this is just a definition. But what is how we define portfolio? Portfolio is like you have a portfolio in terms of if you are dividing your projects, any organization, maybe they are maybe they are dividing into oil and gas, buildings,
mm,
infrastructure.
mm.
Okay. So you have these
Yeah.
portfolios. So inside these portfolios, let's say for example,
Mm,
in infrastructure projects, you divide your because this is your portfolio, infrastructure portfolio. Inside infrastructure portfolio, you have programs. So
mm,
program means same type of projects come in certain programs. Like let's say for example, roads. So for
mm,
highways or roads, you have a different program. Is different than the stormwater projects. Okay, so for stormwater projects you have different program, and for landscaping you have different programs. So you again divide your
mm,
your your projects into programs. A group of similar
mm,
projects is called a program. A group of similar projects is called a program. And for projects, it is a very low level. So you have a projects which is part of the portfolio or part of the program, where you organize your projects that has a similar nature into programs, and then programs into portfolio. So portfolio is at the highest level.
yeah.
Any question here until now?
No, no, sir. Nothing.
Okay, now we have organization structure, which is of four parts, of four types. We can say functional, matrix, project oriented, composite. So there is a difference between functional organization and matrix organization. This what we are going to discuss.
Mm,
Here in this chart we are showing here, functional organization means functional departments. Okay, where you have functional manager. Like let's say for example, for planning you have planning manager. For in your
mm,
functional organization you have cost manager or commercial manager. Okay, so the
mm,
project management role is seldom identified. So the project manager role is not that much strong in functional organization, because there you have functional managers. Okay,
mm,
you have
Functional and operational, both are same, right? A functional manager, operation manager, or different?
No, it's a different. In
Ah,
some organization, you have functional managers.
mm,
Okay, like commercial
okay.
manager, planning manager,
Mm, mm,
quality manager. Okay, they lead the
mm,
projects. They lead the projects in terms of that organization. You can say their role is more. Their authority is more as compared to the project manager.
mm,
So that type of organization is called functional organization.
okay.
Okay. So you can see here control of
Mm,
project manager or team member non-existent. Functional manager controls
mm,
the project. Okay.
okay.
But in matrix organization, you both have, but let us discuss about the project oriented. In project oriented,
Mm,
your project manager role is high. Okay.
mm,
But the functional manager role is less as compared to the project manager role. So that's why it's called project
okay.
oriented. You know, the project manager is the one who the team members is going to report to. Okay.
Mm,
Project manager is fully responsible. Team member role is full time on the project. But in the functional organization, team member role is part time, right?
mm,
That's the major difference between the functional organization and project organization. Now, let us discuss the matrix organization. So it is a mix of both project and
mm,
functional. So here, who is the one that has authority on the project? Medium. So medium share with functional manager. So both have the roles. The project manager and the functional manager. Team member
mm,
are part time on the project. So project manager coordinator to full project manager. So the project manager is like a coordinator on that project. Okay.
mm,
And team member loyalty is conflicted loyalty. So their loyalty is conflicted. Okay.
mm,
So that's the major difference between functional metrics and project oriented organizations.
mm.
Who can make decision regarding a resource in weak metrics? Who can make
Very
decision
functional.
regarding resource in weak metrics? So this is, there is weak metrics will
Mm,
be functional manager,
functional manager.
right?
Yes, yes,
Not the
correct.
project manager,
Because
not
mm,
both the project manager and sponsor, but the functional manager.
sponsor. Mm,
Who can make decision regarding a resource in balance metrics? So in balance metrics,
mm,
the sponsor will make the decision. Okay.
okay. Okay.
And you are working in the project, you are getting daily orders from your PMO to
Mm,
execute day-to-day tasks. Which type of PMO you are working in? So it is PMO is giving directions as we discussed earlier. Let us go back to that slide.
yes.
We said
Project
that,
management office.
yeah, project management office PMO's role is directive. So
Mm,
now you see this type of MCQs will come in PMP exams. So
okay.
you are working in the project, you are getting daily orders from PMO to execute today task. Which type of PMO you are working in? So it is directive, right?
Mm, correct. Yes,
You
correct.
are working in organization,
Working.
although your title is project manager, but you do not have any power, and you are action
Mm-hmm.
sometime as project expediter or project coordinator. Which type of organization you are working in?
Mm,
So you are
yes.
working in organization, your title is project manager, but you don't have any power,
Mm,
any authority, and you are
mm,
action as sometime as project expediter or coordinator.
mm,
So which type of organization you are working in? It is a weak matrix.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
So okay, 1 minute. So maybe if this time is over, you can rejoin the link again. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now we will discuss about the interaction and the activity. So how you interact with your, you know, in, in your organization. Think of your current or
Mm,
recent project. Can you identify the organization structure type and describe how it affects your project in the following ways? So can you explain what is how in which type of organization you are working? Don't specify the name, but just tell me what is
Mm.
what type of organization is that. Don't specify the name of the organization.
Okay. Design and authority, design and approval consultant. I'm working in the organization design and approvals.
So who has the more role? It's a functional organization or projectized organization.
It's a functional organization only because we have a lot of project managers in different projects.
Mhm,
Yeah. Then we have a branch head, operational manager, business development manager.
mhm.
So it will comes under function, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I just
Now this is why that's why I'm asking, because you have an understanding of that one. I don't know about your
yeah.
organization.
Yeah. If you relate me with my company means it will be easy for me. Thanks for asking this question. Yeah.
So okay. So this, how organization groups and individuals interrelate, the project manager's authority, resource availability, how the project is conducted. Is it?
Yeah.
It is a matrix organization. It is a projectized organization. It is a functional organization. So these things, you should have in your mind where you are working. So
Mm,
once you are thinking, in which type of organization you are working. Now, project management principles for guidance
mm,
for project practitioners. So these are the roles, or the you can say the responsibilities for the project management principles as a project manager. So the first principle is be a diligent, respectful, and caring steward. Okay, you should be respectful,
okay. Mm,
recognize, evaluate, and respond to system interactions. Okay, agree. Navigate complexity. You should navigate the complexity. Create a collaborative project team environment. So it should be a collaborative team project environment. Okay.
okay.
Demonstrate leadership behaviors. Optimize risk responses. Effectively engage with stakeholders as you are engaging.
Mm,
Tailor based on context. Embrace adaptability and resilience. You should also adapt. Uh, you know, you should also ensure you embrace adaptability. Focus on
mm,
values. Build quality into process and deliverables. Enable
mm,
change to achieve the envisioned future state. So
okay.
these are the key principles, of project management.
Mm,
So what comes in your mind based on these principles?
uh,
What did you
Tailor
understand?
based on context. Actually, what is tailor based on context, sir? That one.
Tailor based on context means, you have
Mm,
you should tailor it, in terms of way, in terms of some context. Okay.
okay. You mean proper alignment kind of
Yeah,
thing, or?
proper, based on your process, based on your guidance, based on your documentations, you should tailor it in terms of a
Mm,
context,
uh, okay. Okay. Got it.
right?
Yes. Yes. Right.
Okay. Now, from principles to performance domains. So,
Mm,
from principle to performance domains, so there are 12 principles,
mm,
there are 12 principles of
okay.
which we call as project domains or
Mm,
performance domains, or 12 principles to guide behavior in the 8 project performance domains. So we have processes and we have knowledge areas also, but here we will discuss the 12 principles
mm,
of 8 performance domains. So these are 8 performance domains. Okay. So what are the performance domains? First performance domain is the team, stakeholders,
mm,
uncertainty,
mm,
measurement, delivery, project work, planning, development approach, and life cycle. Okay.
mm. Okay.
So these are the performance domains. You have
Mm-hmm.
uncertainty in your project, you have stakeholders,
Mm,
how you measure the project by physically or by cost wise, or by
mm,
loading the man hours in your program. What is it your delivery? What are your deliverables? your milestones,
Mm,
project
mm,
work, planning, development approach, and life cycle. Now, agile. We'll discuss about the agile. So, agile
mm,
is derived from four values from the Agile Manifesto, where there is 12 principles in agile. So there are more than
okay.
50 non-agile practices and methods in use. So this is, a vast subject we are talking about. Very vast subject of
Mm,
agile, where you have 50 non-agile practices. Okay. Where you
mm,
have 12 principles of agile and four values from the
okay.
agile manifesto.
Mm,
So in the agile manifesto for software development,
mm,
what we do, we have individual, we focus on individual and interaction, our process and tools. Our focus should be individual and interaction, our process and tools. So we should focus on individual and interaction, not the process and tools.
mm,
Working software or comprehensive documentation. Okay. The software should
mm,
work, you have plenty of documents. It should be a working software. Customer collaboration should be there.
mm,
Our contract negotiation. So you should not be
mm,
discussing contract. You should have a customer collaboration, right?
yes.
You should be responding to change or following a plan. So plan-based approach, where our industry is mostly where we are working, is plan-based approach. So following, not following a plan. So in agile, it should be
Mm,
responding to change, or following a plan.
mm, mm,
So this is called the agile manifesto, where we focus on what we focus
mm,
on: individuals and interactions, customer collaboration, working software, responding to change. Principle behind the agile
mm,
manifesto, which is six principles behind the agile manifesto. Our highest priority is to satisfy the
mm,
customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. So customer satisfaction is required.
mm,
We should welcome change
mm,
requirements. We should deliver
mm,
working softwares. Our and business people and developer must work together daily throughout the project. So the developers and business people should work together.
mm,
Build projects around motivated individuals. Give them environment and support they need and trust them to get the job done. So what does this mean? Build project around motivated individuals. So those who are motivated, the
mm,
project should be developed, it should be discussed with them. The
mm,
environment should be given to them. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within a development team is face-to-face conversation. So mostly in agile, the team members or the scrum master or the agile or you're the agile master or the agile lead,
mm,
they are sitting together. They have a yellow boxes, yellow box, yellow. We give an example in these. They have yellow sticker. Where they sit together, they have a yellow sticker box board where
mm.
they make ideas on those.
Okay.
Where the scrum master is also sitting.
Like conference room.
Yes, where the scrum master is also sitting, where the team member are also sitting, where the business leaders also
Mm,
are also sitting there. Okay,
mm,
they get customer feedbacks and they have a board, whiteboard where there is yellow stickers where they generate the ideas there.
mm.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Working software is the primary source of progress. Agree. Agile process promotes sustainable development. Okay, it should be a sustainable development.